Hey guys, welcome to my channel Made by Mackenzie, and if you saw by the title of this video, I have probably spent way too much money on patterns just this month. I've spent over $50 on patterns here in February, and it's absolutely crazy that I've spent that much money on patterns, because last year, I think I'd spend like $5 here, $5 there. It would be like months in between purchases of patterns online, but apparently there are just so many creators out there that have new patterns and stuff coming out all this month that I had to get. There were so many new ones that I needed to get and to buy. And so anyways, that's what we're going to be doing today. This is going to be a two-part video because, like I said, there were so many patterns and a couple of them came in packs with multiple things in them. So we're going to have to kind of break it up a little bit. But let's get started. I'll make sure and link down below all of the creators and where you can find their patterns to purchase if you're interested. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get into it. The first thing that I saw this bunny, and I saw it on another YouTuber's channel, Robin, Sweet Bean Crochet Robin, and I saw her making it. And whenever you are looking in videos, sometimes things look smaller than what they appear to be. So I saw her making it, and it looked like she was making hers. It looked small and doable. I was like, oh, that'd be great addition to my markets, and so I bought the pattern. And the pattern says that the completed size will be 10 inches, 10.5 inches tall. Yeah, that's not what mine came out to be. She used a 6mm crochet hook. The pattern, it's a 6mm crochet hook. I used a 6.5mm crochet hook, and I thought, oh, 0.5 millimeter is not going to make too much of a difference. No, mine came out 4 inches taller than her. So mine came out to be about 14.5 inches, and hers is 10.5 inches. So pretty big bunny. I did have a fun time making the bunny, but it's definitely not what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting a smaller one. My husband says I need to be focusing more around like $20 items, but this one is definitely going to be a big boy and sell for a good amount of money because it took me a good amount of time and a lot of yarn. So probably going to be selling this bunny maybe for $45. We'll see how she does at $45, but I think her in the sweater is so cute. And the pattern had a dress. I bought the bunny and 8 accessories pattern. So you have the sweater, you have overalls, 2 different bows, shoes. I said overalls already, and raincoat. And the sweater, am I missing anything? But anyways, I'll put up a picture so that you guys can see all the other accessories. Oh, a hat. And they were so cute. And so I bought that pattern, and the bunny and the 8 accessories was $10.66 was how much I paid for it. And I totally think it is definitely worth it, especially since you get all those accessories along with it. And I am super excited about it. So I made this bunny, like I said, very big. So I decided to change up my yarn and do it in the Big Twist Posh, and I did the overall one because I love bunnies and overalls. And this one, it came out super cute. I love it. This is the Juicy Couture Luxe, Velour Luxe from Joann's. I was actually trying this yarn, and I really do like it. I think the yarn is a little bit expensive though. And so I'm either only going to use this yarn if I can get it on sale, or maybe I'm going to try out the Parfait Chunky Sparkle, because I think that might be pretty close to this in thickness and in how it works, but we'll see. Anyways, back to the bunny. I think this came out just super cute. It's a really good size, and this is, I'll probably have to, it's more towards $30 just because of the accessories, but we're getting close to that $25 range. But I did really like the pattern, and I really like this size. So go check out this pattern. Super cute. Okay. going back to that juicy velour one, the first time I used it on a pattern that I had never done before, and I had never used that yarn before, and I decided to do it in black. I was crazy. But this, I had to buy this pattern. This is the Hanagurugurumi Odin the Dragon pattern, and I love this pattern so much, and I loved how it came out. Like I said before, the yarn was just, it's too pricey for, the yarn was expensive, and it took me about 3 hours to make him. I think it took me about 3 hours to make him because there's a lot of sewing and details involved. I know he's all black, but he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kind of spikes on his body. He's got his 2 legs, back legs, 2 front legs, his horns, and his wings, and then his whole body. Plus, there's quite a few different tail options. That's what I love about this pattern. There are at least 3 different tail options. There's 3 different horn options. There's these side fins that you can do that are quite a few different ways to do it. It is really, really cool how much is included in this pattern. But the dragon took me took me 3 hours. Took me 3 hours to do the dragon, and then with this yarn, the yarn was, it's 10 cents a gram, this yarn. And normally my yarn is anywhere between 4 and 7 cents. Rarely is it 7 cents. It's usually either 4 or 5 cents a gram. So this is almost double the amount of yarn. But I absolutely love this pattern. And then it was the first time using this glitter, the glitter safety eyes that I bought. I was super excited about it. I was saving this pattern, and I got some glitter safety eyes. I'd put the pattern on hold for a little bit just so I could get those glitter safety eyes in, because he had to have glitter safety eyes, and I'm absolutely loving it. I absolutely love this dragon so, so much. But because of the time and the materials, I am going to have to sell him for $45 in order to kind of cover my losses. So if he sells for $45, wonderful. If not, I am more than happy keeping him because I love him so much. I absolutely love him. I'm super excited about the new How to Train Your Dragon movie that is coming out. I'm super, super excited about it. I love How to Train Your Dragon. It's one of my favorite kids movies that I still watch as an adult. But anyways, here is the dragon. And he was $6.33 was how much I paid for the pattern. $6.33. But I love him. The next thing that I made was this big hedgehog. And this hedgehog, when I saw it on Etsy, I thought this came in a pack. It came in a pack of 3. There's a hedgehog, a fox, and a giraffe. And it was not written down on my notebook. I think it was $3 and something for the pack. So it was very reasonably priced for all 3 of them. May have been $4 or something with tax. But anyways, so when I saw this pattern, it was super, super cute. I loved how it showed the purple spikes. So I had to do it in purple. But when I was looking at this pattern online and thinking how they had accomplished this pattern, I thought, okay, they did this first part, this kind of cream color by itself, and then with this part they did a panel and just added the loops to it, and then they sewed the panel on. That's not what it was. You leave some front loops unworked so you can go back in and do this loop stitch all around. And this loop stitch took forever. It took me an hour and a half to make him total. It only took me 30 minutes to do the body, but it took me an hour to do all these full spines and for whatever hedgehogs have on him. But it took me forever to do that. I don't know if I'm going to do it again. Another thing is I used the Bernat glitter or sparkle one, and I think I am now not really liking that yarn. I think that yarn is starting to cause me some problems. We'll see. We'll see. I have some pink sparkle that I'm going to be making something for in the next pattern video. So keep a lookout for that. But anyways, so he's gonna have to be about $25. It went into the $25 bucket or bracket, but he's still pretty cute. He is still pretty cute, but I'm only gonna have like one of them out on my table, and if it sells, wonderful, and if I get any custom orders for like specific colors, great. But I think I would rather use that hour and a half to do some other projects and plushies within it. But still super, super cute. The creator was Kind Maker, Kein Maker. But it does still come out super cute. Alright, this next one is another thing that I just had to buy because it kind of reminded me of my childhood. And that was this Pegasus Unicorn. Actually, technically it's an alicorn. But this Pegasus Unicorn pattern. And it was by AQ Crochets. And it was $4.32 for the pattern is what I paid. And growing up, I loved My Little Pony. It was my absolute favorite, even as a teenager and as an adult with children. It's now more acceptable to be a My Little Pony fan. But I loved My Little Pony. When I saw this pattern, I was like, oh my goodness, I am going to make this pattern look like some of my like favorite My Little Pony characters. So I have some yarn that I bought that just screams like Princess Luna. So I'm super, super excited. The only thing about this pattern that I kind of forgot was that the mane and doing the tail was gonna take some time. I kind of forgot that these curl twistlets takes some time. So like the whole body really only took me maybe like 45 minutes, and then it took me kind of like an additional 45 minutes just to do the main tail, and the wings were included in that. But it did take me a little bit of time. Do I still love this pattern? Absolutely. Am I still going to make it again? Absolutely, because I love My Little Pony. So this one is going to be another, I think, $25 item. $25 item because of all of the sewing and the mane that went in. But still, it came out super, super cute. I do love it. I do love it. All right, the last one is this adorable bear in a raincoat. Oh my goodness, it came out super, super cute. This pattern is by Crochet Pink Pumpkin, and I just absolutely love it. Oh, I forgot his nose. I need to do his little felt nose. But I loved this pattern so much. It was so much fun to make. The instructions were super easy to follow. The only thing that there's two things that I kind of have a problem with. Okay, maybe three things. Number one, I don't know if I just wasn't understanding things properly, but like the ear placement, she has you put like a thread. She has you mark stitches with a thread so you can go back and know where your ear placement was. When I did it, it wasn't looking right. So I just kind of placed the ears where I thought they should go. Then I made the jacket, and the jacket instructions were very, very easy to follow. She was very clear with like leaving the holes open. One of the things that I have a problem with is that the holes for the ears is really, really big. Now, she said that this jacket can be used across some of her other patterns, so I'm sure that she's got probably like a bunny that has, thicker ears that can fit into the hole. So if you did want to take the hood off, it would be easier. But I think having the difference between like smaller holes would be better. That's just my personal opinion. The other thing that I would recommend with this pattern is if you are going to make the jacket and then put it on your doll or your bear, and then pin your ears in place so that you're not trying to get them to fit over the hood. So that was another thing. And then the last thing about this pattern was she did it in the Bernat baby blanket, and she used a size 8mm hook for her bear and her raincoat. And so I took those same measurements or stats, or I did mine in the Big Twist Posh. And Big Twist Posh, I use a 4.5mm hook. So I did the bear in 4.5mm and the jacket in a 4.5mm to keep it, you know, the same. Well, I don't know if it's my tension or what, but this jacket will not close. It's too tight for my little bear. It's too tight. And hers didn't show it being tight. Hers showed that you could actually like button it, but I'm like really like stretching it. So I decided to make him again, and the second time I was going to make him, I was going to make sure and go up in hook size for the jacket to try and get it to fit around its, you know, little chubby belly. So that's what I did. I made him again, and I decided to do it in the Bernat baby blanket, and I used 6.5 for my Bernat. So I have 6.5 for the Bernat, and then I used an 8 for the jacket, and it still kind of is a little tight. Just a little, I don't know, just a little tight. But if I wanted to, I can add the buttons. And then I did fix the ears a little bit. I added more stitches right there so that his ears were, the ear holes were a little bit smaller, so it made sense. But I love the oversized hood. Like, I love how big that hood is. It is super, super cute. I really, really liked doing this pattern. So much fun. So much fun. The pattern did take me, I think it took me about 2 hours. 2 hours to make the pattern. Let's see here. Two hours and 15 minutes was how long it took me to make him. But I really liked it. I really, really like this pattern. It was, who doesn't love a bear? I mean, if you can't tell, this one is kind of supposed to represent Paddington. I decided to just keep the jacket and the oversized hood because, like I said, I wanted to try those stitches again. But next time I make him, I'm not going to do the hood part. I'll just do the jacket part and see about getting him a red hat, because he reminds me of Paddington. He's just so cute. Absolutely love him. So that is everything that I've made so far. I have been working on a couple of other things that I'm not quite ready to show you, but keep a lookout because I have a new pattern that is going to be coming out. But I'm super, super excited about the new pattern that's going to be released. But don't forget to comment down below which was your favorite pattern, if you liked the dragon, the bear, the bunny, or the Pegasus or Hedgehog. Like, which one's your favorite one? Which one's the one that you are most looking forward to trying out? And also let me know what you think about what I've decided to price them for. Do you think I'm pricing them too low, or do you think I'm pricing them just right, or do you think I could even charge more for them? Let me know. I'm open to discussions. I love to learn new things and just see what your guys' thoughts are. One of my favorite things to do is, like, after I finish a project, I ask my husband what he thinks I should charge for it, because he has no idea. So it's good to hear what other people's thoughts are. And there are times where he said that I should charge more for it, and then there are times where I know that I'm going to charge more than what he says just because of the amount of effort that went into it. But it's great to have those conversations with people. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!